my Detroit players.
Who sent you here tonight? Tell us your moments in the dark. Isabella, what wonders do you hold? Please tell us how your eyes shine gold. They were so long, I need some relief. I'll sing you a song to let out my grief.
Hi there, we are here with the Social Bandits at Majestic Cafe. Tonight we have a listening party at 7 to 9, and we are just going to get to know this band. So, I was listening to you guys all day today, and you have a really solid, like, classic sound, and I'm really into that.
Thank you.
I love your covers, but I really want to know what you guys are doing with your original work.
Like as far as how we come together with
Well,
original
like, what is your, like, vision for this band? What are you trying to do, like, music-wise?
I'd say we're based in rock and roll, and we have a lot of influences beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
We try to incorporate some jazz, reggae, blues, a lot of different.
We definitely have a lot of separate influences individually. We have a lot of our own favorite bands, I would say, stuff like that, but we definitely all have the same roots. Rock and roll, blues, and jazz are definitely what all of us enjoy the most and what we really try to bring out in our songs.
And we've kind of got a thing where we don't really neglect trying an idea. If something, if we want to, if someone wants to try something, even if it's something we've never done, we give it a try and see how it works. And that's how we kind of branch off from what we're used to doing.
Worst comes to worst, it's just a learning experience.
Yeah.
So if you guys have all of these like different influence, how does your songwriting process work?
It's generally one or two people come to the table with an initial idea, whether it's one person or two people working on a collaboration or something, lyrics with chords or just melody, and then as a group we'll get together and expand on that with riffs and adding drums and changing feels and melodies and writing more lyrics and all that good stuff. But collaboratively, we all definitely put a good filler in, but it starts with normally one or two people that bring the initial parts to the table. Yeah.
So I know that you covered Clapton and B.B. King, which was fabulous, and Bob Marley, and I feel a lot of that kind of groove rhythm coming through in your original work a lot. How do you feel like you're channeling these other genres that you're into?
I think we all listen to a lot of music, a lot of, like I said, jazz and reggae, blues, and we just try to look at what the greats did, in Motown, just try to look at how they wrote their music, and we try to emulate that in our own.
Awesome.
I would say we try to pull from any possible influence, like I've been even getting into like pop and like hip hop, trying to get something from it,
Okay. I saw you guys just had an EP out. Mm-hmm. Tell me about your EP. How was that?
It was great. We had a party EP release party in Hamtramck at Smalls.
Okay.
And it was really awesome experience just getting in the studio, trying to flesh out these songs, see what comes through.
So Constant Flow, we got this listening party tonight. What exactly are we listening to?
Social Bandits.
That's right.
Like what kind of, what?
We had a couple new originals.
Help me out here.
Playing all the songs off the EP, playing a couple covers, trying to spice up our live show a little bit, so we'll have some cool things happening.
So
what would you say is the difference between a listening party and a show?
Well, we are playing a show.
Well, it is a show, but this is Anne's kind of way of, I guess, almost showcasing us to say, hey, I really like these guys. I'm going to show the rest of her audience, us, so that we can get a little bit more exposure. Another way to get ourselves out there. Like I said, we have to draw people in. This is another way that she is helping us to get ourselves out there.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a good way to get out there and for people to hear new independent music, because she's going to be focusing on other people too. Mm-hmm. It's going to be lots of different music, and we're just kind of like the end kind of live entertainment with a lot of influence and everything else. But it's, you know, it's really cool just to see someone out there trying to get the indie music and getting a good spotlight on that.
Okay, so we've got that tonight. What's coming up next? Where can I see you guys after today?
Well, I would say our next big one would be on the 14th of June, and this would be in Auburn Hills.
Okay.
At a place called Callahan's. We'll be featuring with the Mike Leslie Band, and that'll be a great one for sure.
Yeah, it's put on by the National Rock Review.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You think that's going to be like a good mix of sound for the two bands?
I think it will be, yeah. Mike Leslie Band those guys are very talented, they're very good. Those guys are definitely rooted in blues and rock and roll as well, so I think it'll be a good mix, definitely, of music. I think it'll be a great night, very enjoyable.
All right. Social Bandits, June 19th?
14th.
14th, June 14th, at Callahan's in Auburn Hills. Okay, so how do I get your music? Or do you have an online and a hard copy kind
We
of
do.
presence?
We have physical copies that we sell at every show. We always have a merch table set up with t-shirts and some other stuff, CDs especially, to sell. But it's also on iTunes, Reverb Nation, Amazon. It's really out there everywhere. If you Google search the Social Bandits here, you're bound to find it somewhere out there.
Awesome. There is actually a secondary Social Bandits Facebook page. I started out
Is
in
there?
the wrong group. So I don't, yeah. Careful with that Google search.
Well, funny story. We went down to Memphis. We won a blues challenge here in Detroit, put on the Detroit Blues Society. Got us into it was a competition down in Memphis for a bunch of bands. We weren't in the competition portion. We were in the youth portion, which is 21 and under. But there were two other competitive areas, which were 21 and over, the adult section, and the solo duo section there. But we really just did it for the exposure and the fun to get out there and really see what Memphis is like and how everything works down there and how it differentiates from Detroit and the music scene here and there. And it was a very cool experience. Just get to see everyone really goes to one area. There's really one area to where everything is happening nonstop. If you want to do something on a Friday night, you know where to go. You don't have to go out and look for something. It's all, you know exactly where to go. There's a band in every bar on every street, and it's very cool.
All right, well, again, these guys are working really hard, and I think they're pretty sweet. So I'll love and support them.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And we'll go back to that love.